It's great to see you, Eric. Honestly, yeah, on this day, yeah. And you grew up in Indianapolis,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Wow.
Right in the city. I'm from Pike Township, which is kind of on like the northwest side of Indy. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Now, growing up in Indianapolis, I guess it was, it's one of those cities, that's kind of forgotten sometimes in the Midwest, because you have Chicago, and then you have you go even more west and you get to more cities, but then there's Indianapolis.
Yeah.
And I don't know, what's that like, growing up? Do you feel there's a chip on your shoulder at all?
I mean, not necessarily, but I mean, kind of in a way.
Right, yeah.
So we're kind of the little brother to Chicago.
Yeah.
Chicago's such a big city,
Right.
just a major city, and kind of end up getting forgotten, like you said.
Right, yeah. And Chicago, yeah, I kind of like Indianapolis better
Yeah.
than Chicago, personally. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you go to Chicago and it's like, there's a
It's
lot
a
of,
lot. Yeah, it's
you
a
know,
lot. It's too much
yeah.
sometimes. But,
yeah.
I feel like Indy is just like the perfect mediator. For
It is.
and all that.
It is.
Yeah.
It's great. Did you have any, siblings growing up?
No, I'm an only child. So,
Okay, yeah.
Kind of lived it was just me, my parents, my grandmother. My grandmother, she moved from Kentucky to
okay.
Indianapolis with us.
Yeah.
And it's just me, my parents, and her the whole time.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I guess only child, you get all the,
Yeah.
Get all the
everybody thinks
attention.
I'm spoiled, but I kind of am. But it is what it is.
It happens,
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
whatever. But as an only child growing up, did you ever, feel there's anyone growing up in your life that was like a brother or a sister to you, someone that you could, around your age that was really close?
Yeah. I mean, it kind of really started when I was getting into elementary school and stuff like that. I had one of my best friends, his name's KJ.
KJ.
Yeah. KJ Coleman to be exact.
Okay, KJ Coleman.
We're gonna put a picture of him with that in here.
He'll be here.
Yep.
Okay, he's not here now,
Not
but
here.
he'll be here. Yeah.
He'll be here. But yeah, he was just he had sisters himself, but they were older, so he was kind of like only child himself too, and we just clicked off of that.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
that's really cool, and that's cool to have someone you grow up with.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, you probably know too. Growing up with school and stuff. You probably had favorite subjects.
Yeah.
I'm guessing, as we all do. But what was your favorite subject in school kind of growing up? What was the one you got? That one class you always
get excited
for.
about,
You're
yeah,
like,
yeah,
all right,
yeah.
I'm about to see Mr. Johnson or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
But I had a teacher named Mr. Beckman.
Okay.
In fourth grade. He was a math teacher, but
Is he really? Wow.
I never really liked math before that, but he kind of got me excited for math because he was cool, all that type of stuff, and I had that class with KJ too, so.
That's the best.
Yeah. So,
yeah, that is awesome. The first day when you walk in and you see
your friend,
him,
yeah.
it's just like, my man.
Yeah.
It's fun. And also when you're growing up through middle school and high school, as you get older,
Yeah.
there's certain I guess things you want to focus on more in school. What was a big thing in school? Were you more of a STEM guy, or did you get into any type of arts, any theater?
When I was in middle school, I ended up playing the trombone a little bit. So I played it. I think I played it for two or 3 years. Yeah, but it was basically because my dad was in. He played everything. In college, high school, all types of stuff. So, you're a little kid, you want to be like your dad. So that was something I wanted to try.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Trombone.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I probably don't know anything now.
Okay.
But I mean, I probably could lay something down a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah, you can play probably a few notes if you picked it
that's
up.
about it, though.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, did you ever do any singing at all? Was that ever something?
Shoot, children's choir at church. That's about it. Trey know that one. But no, I never was serious though. Trey's the singer out of us.
That's true. Yeah, he's
Yep.
sitting over there. I heard with
Yes,
with the singing. But yeah, no, that's trombone though. That's cool. 'Cause,
Yeah, it's a little different. I don't know why I chose that one, but it just ended up happening.
Okay. When did you stop playing it?
I think my 8th grade year when I transferred to a different school, they weren't big on music like that, and I wasn't big on it like that anymore. So it just ended up happening that way. It just was cool, I guess.
Well, that's cool. No, that happens. Yeah, you move to high school and then things start to change or whatever.
a lot.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah. Now, throughout high school, did you like your high school experience? Because some people are polarized with high school. You know.
I love my high school experience. It was pretty cool. I learned a lot about myself. I ended up, like we were talking about art, I ended up doing a lot of painting and drawing and stuff like that once I got to high school. So
That's awesome, though.
yeah, I ended up getting to this thing. Basically, it was like
Yeah.
I was using animal heads, animal faces and stuff, but putting them on like GQ like suits and magazine like covers and stuff like that. I ended up using this.
Oh, I'd love
this
to see
picture.
that.
Yeah, for sure. I ended up using this picture, Conor McGregor in a magazine, and I took his head off of there. Not literally, but
Conor McGregor's head was gone, but yeah.
decapitate. But yeah, I ended up putting a wolf's head on it. So that was like my favorite piece I did. 'Cause I think it was my junior year. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Wow. And what kind of like, with art or whatever, did you ever think of kind of, pursuing something with that once you got into college at all? Like like a minor or a major or something? Because some people.
I mean, I did for a minute, but like the way our schedules are and like how much
Yeah,
we
busy.
consumed with just basketball stuff, period, and extra stuff as far as school and stuff goes, it just didn't work out.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, it happens. Life happens, but
Yeah.
yeah, man.
But it's not something I'm just gonna completely throw away though. I definitely want to get back into it at some point because it just kept me chill, kept me at peace. So,
right.
do you wanna go with a question?
Yeah.
I can go straight
sure.
into it.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I hope this is living up to the hype that it probably.
Yep.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah. No. Inspirational people, I guess, that, any people, when you were a kid you looked up to and kind of were like, I want to be like that person.
I definitely always been a LeBron James fan. First him as yes, for sure. But him as a person is just kind of like somebody you want to be, as far as just being a good dad, even though I don't have kids. But I do not have kids. But
Not yet.
being a good dad, being a leader,
Yeah.
and at the same time being like the best on the court, which is like super hard.
It's the whole package.
Yeah, it's like I tell my dad all the time. He's probably the closest thing to perfect, if you ask me. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, LeBron's he's done some great things. He's given back to his hometown
Yeah.
of Akron or whatever. Yeah. Is that something you would like to do? Kind of give back,
Yeah, for sure. Cause I love my city. I always will, no matter what happens, no matter what goes on in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely want to be somebody that the younger people look up to, just kind of like how I look up to LeBron in a way. Yes, sir.
That's really cool.
And I always had that tie to LeBron because when he's in Cleveland, my dad's from Cleveland, and so we
that's
always
Cleveland.
watched the Cavs. Like the Cavs was it, like all the time. So
Okay.
he was kind of like the only person I saw.
I got you. Yeah. You're a big NBA fan, would you say?
Yeah, I love the NBA. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I went through a small spurt though, where I didn't like the NBA because it just looked lazy, looked bad. But like, those dudes are still the best to do it.
It's funny, you think about it, and it's
Yeah.
like you watch it on TV, you're like, you don't really grasp, I guess, how good good NBA players are.
Yeah, I kind of took it. I'm not gonna say I took it for granted, but like, I just looked at it different, and I was just like when if I eventually get to the NBA, or because of course my goal is to get to the NBA, but I was like, I'm gonna make it different. Like everybody gonna be playing hard, all type of stuff, but they play hard as hell. They do.
Definitely.
They do.
And 82 games.
Yeah, they're
Regular
professionals.
season. Yeah, that's. But yeah,
They get paid to play basketball.
can't believe that.
That's a dream.
Yeah. Millions.
No, it is what it is, literally.
Yeah. As the cliche goes.
Yep.
It is what it is. That's an interesting
is.
phrase. It is what it is.
What were some moments in high school or middle school or even college that you just kind of like were like very life changing, or very turning point, like maybe
Like a rosebud.
yeah, like super like
Yeah.
kind of eye-opening moments for you.
You guys know Rosebud, Citizen Kane. Have you seen that movie? Okay, that's
think so.
okay. That's
I'm,
it's an
not, I'm
older
also
movie.
not good with names though. I've probably seen that shit.
Okay.
But,
Yeah. No, yeah. Is there like a moment where you're like, "Wow, this is something that kind of made me Eric Hunter"?
Yeah, I guess my sophomore year of high school, I had 50 points in the game, and my dad had just told me like this is an expectation now. Like this is what you could be. You could be really good, and I just took that and like kind of ran with it. And I always thought about like if I can do that, like what else can I do? You know what I'm saying? And I was young then. I was like 15, 16. So I just figured at that point I was like I feel I can do whatever I can put my mind to.
That's a great feeling
Yeah, for sure.
when you realize like, if I really put myself into a position where
Yeah.
I'm gonna work hard and that's
Yeah, especially if you know like working hard is really simple to say, and it's simple to do for a short period of time, and like I still struggle with like consistency. So like it's still hard. So like it's still something I'm learning, and I'm 21 now. So like that story was 16 years old, and so you see like it's just a learning process,
Yeah.
and it is what it is.
I knew that phrase was coming back at some point.
Yeah.
I knew.
I like saying it.
Childhood growing up, Yeah, I feel like everyone, to an extent, faces some adversity. Obviously, some people a lot more than others. Do you feel there was a specific type of adversity you had, during childhood that
For sure. This is like right before I'm going into high school. So, I mean, I guess you can still say it's just childhood. But my parents, they held me back, and I redid the 8th grade. So, instead of me going straight to high school with everybody, the rest of my friends, I was still going to the 8th grade, but they moved me to a whole different school, and that was an all-boys school, too. So, that was completely different for me. I didn't know how to handle it. I think I probably cried for like 2 days because I just didn't know. I didn't know what it was gonna be like. It was kind of embarrassing at first, but like they just thought that I wasn't ready for high school, which I really wasn't. But at the time, I didn't realize that. But like socially and academic-wise, like I just never really applied myself. Which I mean, they knew I was smart, they knew I was intelligent, but like they were kind of trying to teach me a lesson as far as like. You have to apply yourself because we know you can do it. So I've always been like a learn the hard way type of guy, not on purpose, but like it's just the way it is. So yeah, that was definitely the biggest life change for me.
Okay. Yeah. No. Definitely. Yeah. It's that's something, especially an adjustment. That's it's hard. Any type of adjustment to change, like a.
Yeah, and then like for it to be such a big change, like I was at a public middle school called New Augusta North, where it was girls in there, all the sports, all that type of stuff, like, and then I go to an all-boys school.
Have there ever been times that you wish you didn't have that attention, or you wish that you guys didn't do good in a game, and people have like talked badly about how you are, and like, have you ever taken that personally? Like,
yeah, I think the biggest thing is like the social aspect of it with sports, because I mean like everybody knows you're good, everybody knows you did this in the game, that in the game, and like if you have a bad game, I mean Twitter DMs, Instagram DMs, it can get a little shaky.
You get that from people.
Oh yeah, for sure. Everything, like even like people that like some people that like you didn't even know you had, like even on Snapchat or something, like it can get a little bad.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
not right. I mean,
No, it isn't, but like you just gotta think like, why would I take someone's opinion who doesn't know me, or they don't know, like kind of like how Travion was talking about. They don't know everything that we go through. They don't know everything that we deal with, as far as like, I mean, like I know there's some games like I wasn't tapped in because I knew I had an essay due the next day. And like, it's not something that like that I think about during the game, but like, it's in the back of my head, like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's one of those things.
Yeah, it's one of those things people just nobody
Yeah, you'll never know, and like
nobody knows.
I'm not gonna tell you that. I mean, you'll know now, but like, and you still won't know when. But yeah, I mean, it could be because I'm thinking about school. It could be I'm thinking about home, or like the game itself. But you just won't know.
Do you ever get homesick? I know Indianapolis isn't very far, but do you ever?
Yeah, I still do, because I mean, I'm a big family-oriented guy. So like my parents and my grandmother, they're my best friends, literally. So, like, I'm always on the phone with them, stuff like that, and like, just so I don't get homesick. But like, I still love going home. Like you asked them, I go home whenever I can.
That's good.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's good. It's good to be close to family like that.
Yeah.
To have that support group, because they're always, no matter, like you said, like you
Yeah.
get DMs from people. It's kind of
Yeah,
like the family. Your family's always going to be there to.
Yeah, and like my parents, and even Coach Payne, so he does a good job of like keeping us level-headed with that type of stuff. Like when I said, why would you take opinion from somebody who doesn't know you, I got that from him.
Oh,
So,
okay,
like,
that
yeah,
phrase.
he
Yeah,
says
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So I mean, it literally, like that is what it is.
On campus, obviously, as a basketball player, I mean, we all know, there's a lot of attention you receive, probably, getting stopped, walking to class or something. Is it ever something that kind of bothers you, kind of is something where you wish you were a regular student? I know, it's a tough question to answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it only sometimes bothers me when it just basically depends on what the conversation or what it is, what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Like even like sometimes with professors, like one of my professors, I won't call him out or anything, but like we were doing icebreaker stuff in class, and the first thing he says is number 2 on the basketball team, and it's just like I'd rather kind of not people know that, as much as I want people to know I'm a basketball player and want to be famous as a basketball player. That's like this. You kind of could do without that, like an introduction like that, especially in class, because I'm there for class. I'm not there for basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Like Eric Hunter, the person.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Especially
not like Eric Hunter,
a
the
class
basketball
lecture
player.
hall setting, and some people look at that like I think how other students may think when they hear that, like, oh yeah, he probably got perks in this class, or he probably don't even have to do anything. Like, no, I still have to do the same thing you have to do.
Right.
He just knows me a little bit better, and that's the way he wanted to introduce me to the class.
Right, yeah. And it's funny you say that, because sometimes I know people personally, students, who whenever, talk about basketball players, like having to like get schoolwork done or something, there's a big eye roll.
Yeah.
Because it's this thought that, they're on the basketball scholarship.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
and
that's one of the things like I always think about. Like another time, it happens with professors all the time. Mm-hmm. The first thing she said, she was like, "Do you mind if I share something about you?" And at that point, I'm just like, "Do I say no?" You know what I'm saying? I really wanted to say no, because I know what she was gonna say, but me being the person I am, I just let her go ahead and say it. And she introduced me to the class as number 2 on the basketball team.
The entire class.
Yeah, like,
oh man,
literally.
Yeah.
But and then I mean another thing, like with students and stuff, some of them look at you with a side eye, and some of them look at you with the googly eyes, and you don't ever know like what you're gonna get. So
right.
I just try to remain the same person I am, no matter what type of interaction I have.
Right. And as you talked about earlier, focusing on getting yourself right and stuff.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter, blocking out what,
Yeah.
doesn't matter with other people, other students,
And I
have to
with
say.
that stuff, I'm big on impressions.
Yeah.
So, like the first time I meet somebody,
Mm-hmm.
like that's super important. It doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah.
or whatever it is, like I feel like it's important because if I see you again or if I never see you again,
Yeah.
and then you see my face or something somewhere, whatever, like you know, like, oh, he's a good kid. Like
You
he's cool
remember.
people. Yeah,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And you remember good impressions in your life that people have made, even people that you don't know that well.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I'm sure there's a lot of people in your life who just,
Yeah.
you know, you knew
Because
briefly.
I think the same way. Like if somebody rubs me the wrong way, like it's really hard to. It's really
Get
hard
back.
kind of like keep composure or whatever. Like I could be out somewhere, and someone will just like kind of give me the side eye, and like I know why, but like
Why is that, the side eye? Why do you get the side
it's just a bad look. Like, oh, you think you're better than me, but like no, I don't think that at all.
Okay, it's kind of like like you're an athlete. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, yeah,
But
okay,
no.
yeah.
I'm Eric first. But one thing, me and one of my boys, Aaron Henry, he goes to Michigan State. We always talk about like eventually, once we're at the point of success that we want to be at, we'll make a gym at home, like a basketball gym, for sure. 'Cause I like basketball.
Yeah.
But just a place where like kids can go. We'll have tournaments and stuff like that. Like just basically kind of like an open space. Because for us, basketball has always kind of been like an escape from like everything, and so like kind of want to make sure that people who want to have that, the younger kids who want to have that same opportunity have that.
That's good. That's something that, I mean, you know, to give kids the opportunity, you know, back, because you know how important opportunity is.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Opportunity is everything. I feel like every I was gonna say every opportunity is an opportunity.
Right.
But like everything is an opportunity.
Yeah, it's like
Is there anyone you attribute your drive to, like growing up, like family member, someone that really like you think back on and it's kind of like was your mentor and someone that just really kind of pushed you to be the best version of yourself?
Yeah, I mean, it's my parents. No matter kind of like how good I did, I mean, of course you would get the congratulations, you would get the everything that comes with that, but like it was never like that was the end or that was the peaking point for them, and they always like just pushed me to do better, no matter how good I did.
That's great to have, you know, a support system where you can, you know, you have people that, you know.
Shout out to the Hunters.
Hello, Hunters.
If you didn't want to go basketball, what would be a career path you'd want to go into?
I'd love to be a rock star. I definitely would love to be a rock star, do shows,
Nuh-uh.
make music, all that. Like I'm not, like I just love music, but like if you ask me to make some music, it's probably quiet. It's probably not happening. But if I could, I would, 100%.
What kind of music do you like? Is it like your favorite type of music?
I listen to a lot of rap, of course, but I listen to a lot of different genres.
Mm-hmm. You like classic rock at all?
Not necessarily classic rock,
Okay.
but like I'll listen to some rock or some heavy metal. For sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What kind of rock bands you like?
See, bands in particular, like I'll go old Metallica or like,
Metallica's,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But that's probably the go.
Enter Sandman. That's
Yeah. Yep, I had to get a vintage Metallica tee for that one.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
But like I'll listen to some reggaeton. I'll go country.
Really?
Yeah, but I definitely rap is probably the number one for sure.
You know, if there's one thing, let's say there's a kid like you, maybe in Indianapolis. He's maybe like 12 years old or something. He's listening to this right now.
Yeah.
He wants to be a basketball player. He wants to, you know.
Go play college ball. All that
Yeah,
type of stuff.
do the whole thing. I guess. What's your one big, like, message to him, and not like even like, like just like the one thing you want him like to really take to heart.
To take to heart, I'd probably say just being able to control what only you can control, and the biggest thing for that is like there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of outside stuff going on, stuff with people even close to you, but like if you can control what you can control from basketball, school, whatever it is, like it's kind of like a worry about yourself type of thing. And once you worry about yourself and have yourself together, everything will fall in place.
So I guess getting older, you said you'd like to, give back to kids. A gym is something you'd like to do,
Yeah.
Get a basketball gym. That'd be great for kids, especially in your hometown of Indianapolis. You know?
For sure. I mean, and definitely like something I want to do, like an inner city type of thing. Because I mean, I'm not necessarily an inner city kid, but like I live right on the outskirts of it, and I kind of see a little bit of everything, and like even people, like I kind of grew up with, like I still talk to people at home, that like we didn't have the same opportunity, but like there was a point where we did, and I was blessed enough to, not saying they aren't blessed, but I'm saying I was blessed enough to kind of have the support system I had, and I kind of like want to do something to where like, I kind of be that support system for somebody else, or what I mean, and kind of in that way.
No, yeah, definitely. I definitely understand what you're saying. And as we talked about with Travion too, as you get older, where do you kind of see yourself being, like the ideal life for you, where you look at it and you say it doesn't get much better than that? Is there kind of a
I mean, I'm not.
Again, I know that's a tough question.
Yeah,
to
I've
answer.
never been
That's-
like I want to live here, destination type of place, but like, I just want to be somewhere I'm comfortable, somewhere, I like and be with someone that I'm comfortable with and I like, you know what I mean?
Right.
So.
Yeah. That's a good way to be, because honestly, a lot of people get caught up in material things and stuff.
For sure, 100%. I've never been like a material guy, even though I like nice stuff. I like, everybody likes nice stuff.
Right. Yeah.
But I mean, that's never been like the goal or the purpose. That's never been like the motivation behind anything.
It's about what you feel in here.
Yeah, for sure.
That's definitely
Yeah, because you can have all that stuff and still be in misery.
Right, and that can be hard. Like, people on the outside, they see you as a student athlete, and they think, oh, his life's amazing. He has this. He gets all this gear. He gets the uniforms. He gets, to play in this arena or whatever.
And
but
you wouldn't know the half of it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's all you see in like the snippet, the 2 hours people see twice a week.
Yeah, we have the same issues that are regular. We're regular people too, so
Right,
we have the same issues.
Yeah.
Like my freshman year, like my car got towed, and I was just like, I didn't know what to do. We had an away game. We were gone for like 2 days. We ended up getting snowed in Nebraska, and my car was in the impound for like 3 days. And so like that just kept adding up.
Yeah, I guess
it
it
ended up being
snowball
more
effect.
for me. Yeah,
no
exactly.
pun intended with the snow thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's.
But yeah, it just, like you said, a snowball effect, and ended up being way more than it kind of would have been if I didn't play basketball. Yeah.
That's good. That's interesting. And now, you go to Purdue. What's the number one thing that you love most about being, at Purdue? The number one thing you're like, this is something I really, this is why I'm here. This is the main thing that keeps me here, and
Yeah. I think kind of like there's like I don't know if this is a word, or I'll say this. There's a
That's
purity to the people here, if that makes sense.
Interesting. That's
So,
interesting.
like,
Yeah.
You get people from all over. We have a big international.
Definitely, a lot of
you know what I'm
international
saying? A lot of
students,
international
yeah.
students. And it's always cool to connect with those people and hear where they come from and see how they got here to this point. And then it's so much different from how I got here.
Oh, absolutely.
so
Yeah,
much
it's
different.
interesting to learn where
Yeah,
different people,
Yeah, and then I like connecting with people. Relationships is huge for me, and so just being able to know a lot of different type of people is always something I like kind of cherish.
That is good. Yeah, and definitely with a big school or whatever,
Yeah,
you
for
get
sure.
get get a lot of different kids from different backgrounds. And
Yeah.
it's great, honestly.
It
know?
is.
Yeah.
It is. It's something I like. My dad always told me like never take that for granted. As far as just, I mean, it's not what you know, it's kind of who you know. And he always says that type of thing, and like that's something I always think about every time I meet somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Like I kind of like, I don't want to know everything about you, but
Yeah, that's okay. You can.
yeah.
I'm an open book, so if you want to know anything,
Yeah.
but
But, like it's not. I want to know everything, little thing about you. But like, if there's a way we can connect on, not even like a super deep level, but another level to where if I see you again, then it's a good conversation, and like what I'm saying, it'll always be that.
definitely,
Yes,
definitely, that's how it is. And you never, it's interesting how you don't know, where a person, what they've done in life or how they've gotten to the point they've gotten to.
Yeah.
And it's kind of interesting to,
Yeah, and like
talk
you
to
can
someone and
you can still like even with Diego, like I
Right,
met him
yeah.
a year ago.
Diego's off screen for those of you watching
Yep.
at home.
And like I still like I literally haven't seen him since then, but like it's still a connection because we talked about good stuff, like
Right.
stuff we still connect on.
Right, yeah. Eric, if you were a girl, what was your name gonna be? No, what was your name gonna be if you were a girl? Do you know?
Erica.
I see what they did there. They just
Yeah.
took the A off.
Drop the
Yeah,
A.
that's all
Or you
right.
can pick the A up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah, you can pick it up or drop it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine was gonna be Eve. So
That's cool too.
thank you.
Eve, like just Eve, like not Evelyn.
No, just Eve.
Evelyn.
Just Eve. Eve
Cool.
Palmerine. How's that sound? Does that sound pretty good? Or
Yeah.
I might have it for if I have a daughter one day. I think
Okay.
you could use it too if you want.
Maybe.
There's not. I don't have a.
I'll keep it in
copyright
my
on the
back
name.
pocket.
Yeah, thank.
For sure.
Right
For
on.
sure. I don't know if
Why
we-
people do that? They go, "Ah." Why is that? Does that make the water taste better? Is that?
It's more of like a. It's just like.
Okay. Yeah. No. That feels good. Yeah. Chick-fil-A though. I personally I know the interview's not about me, but Chick-fil-A I don't eat there very often.
You don't.
Yeah.
You like Chipotle. And it's crazy. You're gonna hate me for this, but
Nope.
Qdoba over Chipotle, baby.
What?
I said what I said.
Wait a minute. Are you serious? Wait. Mike. Okay. I just
no
need a
kissing.
couple seconds just to mentally prepare myself.
You got it. Take your time.
But it's not is what it is. Qdoba better than Chipotle. What is it about Qdoba that attracts you to there more than Chipotle? That's my big question.
You know the idea of like an assembly line. You go down, get what you whatever.
I love
just-
that. I love when you ask for extra guacamole though at Chipotle. It's like, oh, that's gonna be extra. Like like they're scared. They're like, you okay with that?
Yeah.
Like yeah, it's okay.
Nah,
Yeah.
I'm not a guac guy though.
Really? Is it the visual of it, like just the way it looks?
Yeah, I'm big on like if it don't look good, I'm not eating it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
Sorry, dude.
good though.
I might try guac because he loves guac too. Trey loves
Okay.
guac.
Yeah, Chipotle's guac is great. Okay, what is it about Qdoba though? Is it just the taste?
Yeah, it's the taste. I just feel like it's fresher.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, you'd rather Qdoba over Chipotle. That's an interesting.
Do we have Dasani sponsorship?
We do now.
Because we gonna
Dasani.
put these down.
Better have a good. It's like one of those things that people, they don't really know what college athletes kind of do in a day, and it's one of those things. What do you do? Like you wake up on like I don't know. Let's say it's a Thursday night game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So on a game day, Thursday probably definitely got class. So really my freshman year we had to wake up, we had to be at breakfast What was the time?
Like 8:30.
Yeah, it was like 8:30, so that's an early wake up call, kinda. And then after that, you go to your first class, go to your second class, if you got however many classes you have, and then we'd have shoot around, and then right after shoot around was like an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe, and then after that you get a meal, and then you get a little break in between that. You come back, you have another shoot around right before the game. Coach Payne talks forever.
Is he a big talker?
Yeah, he's a big chatter,
All right, yeah.
but I listen. So,
That's good.
so but it's that, and then of course game time is like that's what you wait on all day. So that's fun. That lasts about 2.5 hours, whatever that is.
Yeah.
And then after that, if it's a weekday, you probably have class the next day. So there's not too much having fun after the game.
Yeah.
You probably have homework. But yeah, like, and sometimes, like, some dudes I know, like, will go to study table after a game because they got stuff to do. They have something to do that night or something.
Mm-hmm.
I've done it before. But then it's the next day, and then you kind of repeat it all over again without a game.
Right, yeah. And that's, you go through your day, and it's a constant. I mean, you're constantly doing something.
Yeah, I
there's
think-
not a lot of downtime, I imagine.
Yeah, oh, no, not too much of it.
Yeah.
The downtime I get is me and my headphones right before Coach Payne starts talking. So it's about 10 to 15 minutes out of a 24-hour day there.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
It's something you don't think about often,
Yeah.
when you're, because and that's with a lot of professions that are kind of in the public eye.
Yeah,
Is
for sure.
you don't really think about everything behind the scenes that goes into it, and that's actually what is, the show part is just kind of
And there's some people out there who think like athletes don't go to class on days of games, and
there are
they just
people.
do
Yeah,
game-
there's some
like-
people that don't think athletes go to class at all.
Yeah, at all. But no, here at Purdue we have to go to class, and we go to class. If you take one thing away from this, just know that it's bigger than basketball, and I'm me.